Stop. Do not order the iPhone 18 Pro Max on day one. At least not before you hear this. Apple's next flagship may arrive with a powerful 2-nanometer processor, a smaller dynamic island, a larger battery, and one of the biggest iPhone camera upgrades in years. It sounds perfect, but what if its biggest upgrade also becomes its biggest risk? What if you pay hundreds of dollars more for a first-generation camera system that gives normal users only a small improvement? What if the phone becomes thicker and heavier? And what if Apple delays the cheaper iPhone 18, leaving you with only expensive options during the September launch? Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 Pro Max already has a proven A19 Pro chip, 348-megapixel cameras, up to 8x optical quality zoom, a vapor chamber cooling system, and Apple's longest advertised iPhone battery life so far. So here is today's real question: should you risk buying an untested iPhone 18 Pro Max? Or should you save money and choose the proven iPhone 17 Pro Max? Stay until the end, because my final recommendation is not simply buy now. There is one specific moment when buying the iPhone 17 Pro Max could become the smartest deal of the year. Before we begin, subscribe and turn on notifications. I explain Apple reports in simple English. No fake defects, no false confirmation. And answer this question: would you trust a completely new camera mechanism on day one? Comment day one or wait for tests. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is still only a reported product. Current reporting expects the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max in September 2026. Reports also suggest Apple may delay the standard iPhone 18 and iPhone 18e until spring 2027. That split launch matters. Imagine watching Apple's September event. You want the latest iPhone, but the cheaper iPhone 18 is missing. Your choices may be the expensive Pro, the even more expensive Pro Max, or Apple's rumored foldable model. Would you wait 6 months? Or would the excitement push you toward the Pro Max? That could be Apple's strongest sales advantage. Not only better technology, fewer affordable new options. Comment wait 6 months or buy the Pro. The hidden risk inside the new camera, the biggest iPhone 18 Pro Max rumor, is a variable aperture main camera. Aperture is the opening that controls how much light enters a camera. A wider opening can help in darker environments. A smaller opening can keep more of the scene in focus. Traditional cameras have used adjustable apertures for years. The iPhone normally uses a fixed aperture and relies heavily on software, so a variable aperture could give photographers more physical control. Mark Gurman has reportedly described the next Pro camera upgrade as one of Apple's biggest hardware leaps in years. Other reports connect that claim to variable aperture and possible improvements to the telephoto camera. That sounds exciting, but here is the part people may ignore. A moving aperture adds mechanical complexity. It introduces another physical system inside a phone that gets dropped, heated, shaken, and used every day. There is currently no verified report that the camera is defective, but it is a first-generation implementation for the iPhone. That means independent testing will matter. Will it remain reliable after thousands of movements? Will it work consistently in heat and cold? Will it noticeably improve normal photos? Or will most users struggle to see the difference? Those are unanswered questions. You should not become Apple's unpaid hardware tester after spending premium money. Wait for durability tests. Wait for camera comparisons. And wait to see whether the feature is useful outside Apple's perfect launch examples. A professional feature may give normal users a small benefit. Variable aperture sounds like DSLR technology, but an iPhone still uses a much smaller camera sensor than a professional camera. Smaller smartphone cameras naturally keep more of a scene in focus, which can limit how dramatic the optical background blur difference becomes. Computational photography already creates much of the portrait effect through software. That does not make variable aperture useless. It could improve bright light control. It could help in low light. It may produce more natural results in selected situations. But should a casual user pay hundreds more for it? If you mainly take family pictures, food photos, and social media videos, the iPhone 17 Pro Max may already provide more camera power than you need. It has 348-megapixel rear cameras. Its main camera uses sensor shift stabilization. It supports high-resolution 24MP and 48MP images. And it offers up to 8x optical quality zoom. Ask yourself, do you need a new camera mechanism? Or do you simply want the newest phone? Comment need IT or just want IT. The 2-nanometer chip may increase cost. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to use Apple's A20 Pro processor. Reports suggest it may be manufactured using a 2-nanometer process. That could improve performance and power efficiency. It may also strengthen Apple Intelligence, gaming, and camera processing. But advanced manufacturing is expensive. Memory and component costs have also been rising. A recent Morgan Stanley estimate suggested that iPhone 18 prices could increase by approximately $200, with Pro buyers considered more likely to accept higher pricing. That is an analyst prediction, not an official Apple price. Now compare that with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple currently sells the 256 GB iPhone 17 Pro Max for $1199 in the United States. The 512 GB version costs $1399. The 1 TB version costs $1599. And the 2 TB version reaches $1999. If the iPhone 18 Pro Max starts near $1399, the base model could cost the same as today's 512 GB iPhone 17 Pro Max. Would you prefer a new camera and less storage, or a proven phone with more storage? Comment new hardware or more storage. The iPhone 18 Pro Max could become heavier. A larger battery sounds excellent, but larger batteries require space. The new camera hardware may also need a thicker camera section. Current rumors suggest the overall design may remain similar while the body becomes slightly thicker and possibly around 10 grams heavier. These measurements remain unconfirmed. 10 grams may not sound important, but the Pro Max is already a large phone. You feel the weight while filming, while reading in bed, during video calls, and when carrying it inside a pocket. Battery life matters, but comfort matters every day. The iPhone 17 Pro Max already delivers Apple's best advertised battery performance and includes a vapor chamber designed for sustained performance. Would you accept more weight for additional battery life? Write more battery or lighter phone. Under-display Face ID is another unknown. The iPhone 18 Pro Max may receive a smaller dynamic island. Some Face ID components could move under the display. The result may be a cleaner front design. But once again, this would be new technology for the iPhone. Apple must prove that Face ID remains fast, accurate, secure, and reliable in different lighting conditions. There is no verified evidence that the system will have a fault. But buyers should not assume that a cleaner design automatically means a better experience. Sometimes mature technology is more reliable than new technology. The iPhone 17 Pro Max uses Apple's established True Depth Face ID system. It may have a larger visible cutout, but its behavior is already known. Would you choose a cleaner screen or a mature Face ID system? Comment clean screen or proven system. The design may look almost the same. Here is another problem. The iPhone 18 Pro Max may keep the same basic 6.9-inch design and large rear camera area. The smaller dynamic island, new colors, and camera details may provide the main visible differences. So Apple may ask for more money without giving buyers a completely redesigned phone. The processor will be newer. The camera system may be more advanced. But from a distance, many people may struggle to tell the iPhone 17 Pro Max and iPhone 18 Pro Max apart. That creates a simple value question: should you pay more for internal improvements, or buy last year's flagship after its price drops? For many buyers, the second option would make more sense. Why the iPhone 17 Pro Max is still powerful. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is not an outdated phone. Apple introduced it in September 2025. It uses the A19 Pro chip. It has a vapor chamber cooling system. All three rear cameras use 48MP sensors. The telephoto system provides up to 8x optical quality zoom. It can record 4K video at 120 frames per second in Dolby Vision, and its 18MP center stage front camera can automatically improve framing. The display measures 6.9 inches. It uses ProMotion with refresh rates up to 120 Hz. The phone starts with 256 GB of storage, and Apple currently sells it from $1199 in the United States. None of those features will stop working when Apple announces the iPhone 18 Pro Max. A new phone does not make the previous phone slow overnight. Marketing changes perception, not hardware performance. But do not buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max today at full price. Here is the important twist. I am not telling everyone to immediately spend $1199 on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The iPhone 18 Pro models are expected in September. We are close enough that waiting is the smarter move for most buyers. Wait for Apple's announcement. Then compare the final information: the iPhone 18 Pro Max price, its real camera features, its weight, battery claim, storage options, and availability. After the announcement, the iPhone 17 Pro Max may receive retailer discounts, carrier offers, or refurbished availability. That may become the ideal buying window. You could get a proven flagship, avoid first-generation hardware uncertainty, and save money. That is the real strategy. Do not blindly buy the iPhone 18 Pro Max. Do not blindly buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max today. Wait for the reveal. Then buy the better value. Who should still buy the iPhone 18 Pro Max? The iPhone 18 Pro Max may be worth buying for professional photographers, video creators, people using much older iPhones, and buyers who keep one device for 4 or 5 years. A 2nm processor could offer better long-term efficiency. A variable aperture camera may give creators more control. A larger battery could improve heavy daily use, and the smaller dynamic island may provide a cleaner display. But these buyers should still wait for reviews. A premium launch price demands proof, not promises. Who should buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max? Consider the iPhone 17 Pro Max when you want proven hardware. You need strong battery life. You want 348MP cameras. You care about 8x optical quality zoom. And you can find it below its current $1199 starting price. It may be especially attractive after the iPhone 18 announcement. The best deal may not appear today. It may appear when everyone else becomes distracted by the new launch. That is when patient buyers can win. The iPhone 18 Pro Max may become Apple's most advanced phone, but its biggest strengths also create its biggest buying risks. A first-generation variable aperture camera must prove its usefulness and reliability. Under-display Face ID must prove it remains fast and accurate. A larger battery may increase weight, and rising component costs may push the price higher. There is currently no confirmed defect. Anyone claiming a guaranteed fault is guessing, but there are enough unknowns to avoid buying it blindly on day one. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is already powerful. It starts at $1199, it has mature hardware, and it may become a much better deal after Apple reveals the next generation. So my recommendation is simple: do not pre-order the iPhone 18 Pro Max immediately. Wait for independent tests. Wait for the final price. Then compare it with a discounted iPhone 17 Pro Max. The older phone may not have the newest headline, but it could offer the smarter purchase. Now make your choice. Comment BUY 17 Pro Max if you want proven hardware and better value. Comment wait for 18 reviews if Apple must prove the new camera first. Comment die 1 if no risk will stop you from buying the latest model. Subscribe for the official iPhone 18 Pro Max price, camera tests, and release details. Like the video, share it with someone planning to pre-order. And remember, the most expensive phone is not always the safest choice. Sometimes the smartest upgrade is the flagship everyone stops talking about.